nothing more frustrating as a softball pitcher than throwing that perfectly good inside high strike and having that one annoying batter decide to just, hang their body over the plate to purposely get hit by the ball. Now, if you're not a baseball or softball guru like I am, please let me demonstrate. In softball, there is a rectangular strike zone. There is outside low, outside high, and inside low. Now, if I'm a pitcher and I would throw a screwball or something, so something inside high, as a batter, I could do something very annoying if I just want to easily get first base without putting in any effort whatsoever. I can stand really close to the plate and hover my body over to purposely get hit by the ball and advance to first base. And I think that this rule is incredibly annoying and should be changed. According to Knightsib, an expert on fast pitch softball, ever since July 23, 2012, batters in high school softball no longer had to make an attempt to move out of the way of a ball that's going to hit them. However, the batter may not obviously try to get hit by that pitch. So if they do a good enough job acting like they didn't mean to get hit by the pitch, they can still take their base. So instead of moving away from the ball to avoid getting hit, they can stand there and just let it chuck them and they'll get the base. This rule, however, didn't actually used to be like this, and it annoys me because I wish that it never changed. According to the 2012 softball rules book by the National Federation of State and High School Associates, let me flip to the page for you. Rule 8-1, Article 2, point number 1 states that if no attempt is made to avoid being hit or there is no obvious attempts to get hit by the pitch, the batter will not be awarded first base until it is ball 4. Now, my dad actually purchased this book. It's not like you can easily access these books. These things are a lot of money. You can't just look them up online. So this is as legitimate as it gets. And this book states that the batter has to make an attempt to move out of the way. So if I'm over here and I'm hovering, I have to move out of the way. But if I get hit while I'm moving out of the way, I can advance to the base. Right after this was published, the NFHS met together and changed this rule where now the batter does not have to move out of the way. How does that make sense at all? It's quite frustrating how the NFHS unanimously agreed to change this rule with no proper reasoning whatsoever. For example, there are other softball leagues that exist out there. From my research, I was able to deduce that the majority of the other leagues disagree with the NFHS rule about hit-by-pitch procedures. According to Bruce Howard, a director of publications and communications, the USSSA, ASA, PGF, and IHSA all agree that a batter must attempt to move out of the way from getting hit by a pitch. How come they all agree, but the NFHS hasn't changed the rule back? My proposal is that the NFHS should coincide with the other leagues on the hit-by-pitch rule. Pitchers like me who work their butts off and put in the extra mile, who are throwing strikes, should not be punished because a batter just wants a freebie. A batter should work hard and actually earn their spot on first base by, actually hitting the ball like they were supposed to do in the first place rather than having the ball hit them when it was really a strike. Plus, not to mention, parents of players should not have to worry about their daughters putting their bodies in front of a ball and putting their health in danger for a silly base. Who wants to sit there and watch their child purposely get potentially extremely injured just because their coach told them to take one for the team and to toughen up? I know I wouldn't. With all being said, it is clear that the NFHS needs to change their hit-by-pitch policies back to how they used to be. Batters should not get a freebie by simply standing there and let a pitch hit them that's really supposed to be a strike. And parents should rest easy knowing that their child can move out of harm's way without having some mean coach yelling at them for not taking one for the team and not being tough enough. With this rule change, hardworking pitchers will not be penalized for factors that are not their fault. Batters will be safe and brought to justice, and the game will remain in the most competitive of its spirits.